bringing Colombia to the world. This is RCN News in English. Reporting from our studios in Bogota, here's Samara Garcia.
Hello and welcome to our weekend edition. Colombian government announced that it has important evidence that proves that the FARC guerrilla is behind the indigenous violent protests in the department of Cauca. The evidence backing this report is documentary and intelligence data. National Police Director General Oscar Naranjo announced a reward plan that leads to the detention of at least 30 guerrillas in the area of the turmoil. The director of Colombian intelligence agency reported that a German citizen, as well as 2 Frenchmen that came as tourists to Colombia, were involved in the indigenous violent demonstrations. Meanwhile, the health minister informed that these last days demonstrations are part of a strategy from the opposition to destabilize Uribe's administration. According to intelligence information, Michael Angel Mejia Munera, better known as one of the Mejia Munera's twin, paid $1 million reward to recuperate his brother Victor Manuel's laptop, confiscated by the police in Tarasa, Antioquia. According to intelligence sources, this twin was trying to recover payments from jail of some front men of his dead brother, in cash or properties. This is the reason why he was moved from La Picota prison to Convitas jail. The Pijaos natives in the department of Huila are in a crossroads, now that they found something really valuable in their land. Andres Restrepo has the whole story.
Pijaos and Tamas are 2 Indian communities located in the center of Colombia. The lives of tribal members have been simple with little money. 8 years ago, the INCODER, an extinct Colombian institution, sent them to a reservation in West Huila, a dry and poor land. They did what they could to survive until one day a group of technicians found oil in their lands. We went to a judge because the law says that 20% of the oil profits are for the Indians in the reservation, she says. So a judicial battle began. 11 families are fighting for their right to receive some of the oil profits. The town of Palermo doesn't want to pay the Indians. The administrative tribunal of Huila said that the town of Palermo has to pay $6 million to the families. But we are worried because we don't have that much money. The government must give the families back pay going back 2002, when the oil discovery was made, which has some wondering who is profiting. Government should find out if give to the reserve this money or they are just opportunists, he says. The Indian community is planning with their newfound wealth. For RCN News in English, I'm Andres Restrepo.
Fortunately, the employees of this warehouse in Medellin got safe from the collapse of the building next door when one of its walls collapsed. 3 people were injured. 65 kilos of the explosive R1 were hidden in the grass of a farm in Florence. The 120 devices belong to the FARC and were going to be used in attacks against the army in the Caquetá department, according to the authorities. This 39-year-old man was caught driving drunk during a school route in Medellin. He was captured after crashing another car in the highway. In the middle of a combat in the jungles of the north of Paramillo, between Antioquia and Córdoba, a helicopter belonging to the National Air Force rescued a wounded soldier injured by the FARC guerrilla. The soldier is recuperating in a hospital in Medellin. 3 kids in San Calixto Norte de Santander were burned in the hands and faces after a default in a chemistry experiment that caused an explosion. 2 boys are being attended in Cúcuta. 13 Chinese citizens were captured by the police from El Valle near Buga. They were hidden in a load of onions. They were heading to Venezuela and then to the United States. And moving to another information, as usual, Juanes makes us Colombians very proud. He won 4 MTV awards. Particularly, he won the Tongue in the category for Best Artist, the main one of the night. Our Alejo Gonzalez has the story.
Juanes has 4 pink tongues. That's what we can say after the MTV Latin American Awards. With an amazing live performance, El Paisa not only conquered the Guadalajara audience, but also all Latin America.
Thank you very much. Thank you, MTV. To the old fans, thank you for voting. 8 years ago, MTV recommended my music.
Juanes leaked the glory with the 4 awards obtained last night in Guadalajara, Mexico. Best Solo, Rock, Central, and in unbeatable final, artist of the jury category. In a very fashionista and irreverent ceremony, Juanes shared with the audience all his charm singing Odio por Amor, a call for the change. Our Colombian pride admitted who was his inspiration when he bought his first electrical guitar.
It was only for one band, the greatest band in the world, Metallica.
His beautiful Cartagenera wife, Karen Martinez, and his manager, Fernand Martinez, were with him sharing the victory. Juanes has already too many awards in stock. Probably he has to change his award shelf for a bigger one. For RCN News in English, I'm Alejo Gonzalez.
Thanks, Alejo. One of Colombia's best designers, Silvia Cherazzi from Barranquilla, presented her latest collection in Miami. We are going to leave you with this fashion exclusive. Enjoy the collection. That's it for today's morning edition. This is RCN News in English.